Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have my second interview partner here, Wolfgang Esch from Weptech. So I know Wolfgang, of course, since he's also, or Weptech is a member in the mioty Alliance, but I also know his products. I had your EvoKit gateway with me, which is still in work. It was easy as pie to plug on and get it working running, but you have more for us today. But maybe you just want to say some words about you, Wolfgang, and what Weptech is doing.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, my name is Wolfgang Esch from Weptech. I'm responsible for sales and marketing and new technologies. Further on, I'm a smart meter expert. I'm the member of the board since more than 10 years. And that is also one of the favorite markets from Weptech, that we're doing a lot of smart meter application. As example, we're producing the smart meter gateway from PPC.
Yeah, metering in smart city is definitely a big topic, especially that the city is a quite rough environment. If you look into interferences, we heard in the prior interview that mioty has the right answer for that challenges, but I have another question for you, Wolfgang. So, why did Weptech actually became a member of the mioty Alliance? What was the trigger?
Weptech has a lot of experience in wireless technology with wireless MMOS and IoT, and we saw an advantage in the mioty technology for the robustness in data transmission, and that was one of the reasons to become a member of mioty, because we from Weptech say, as a technical company with development and production, we want to be one of the first mover in new technologies with new products to get experience very early and to become a partner for customers to help to realize mioty systems, products, or whatever.
And it is, of course, also a gift for the Alliance itself, because you have, of course, a lot of experience to share, real feedback, the real life in customer application. And so we are very happy that you are a member and that you are willing to share, of course, all your expertise. So what are the goals? What is Weptech looking for, paving your way, and with your membership, how would you like to influence your business? And of course also the art.
As I told before, Weptech is doing development and production. We have an own production line in Landau. So every development we are doing for customers, we will produce in Landau in Germany, and we can offer the complete product from the idea to the certification up to the serious production. And we saw in the past that customers has not so many experience with wireless technology. It's for a lot of companies black magic. Yeah, and especially with antenna design, we have an antenna simulation software. We can do the optimization for the antennas, and that is a goal what we see as Weptech, to become a partner for LPWAN technologies and not only for wireless MMOS with a short range device.
Well, Wolfgang, you are super active, even not only in the application but also in the product development. So you never come with empty hands. So you brought some products. So which products did Weptech start? Do you like to share something?
At first, I will explain with which products we start. We had two existing radio modules with a TI chipset and with a ST chipset, and it was a small development adaptation to make a mioty running. So this is, or was the first start that we could offer customers a radio module with a mioty stack ready to use. The second was that we realized our temperature and humidity sensors and did it with mioty together with Deal. They have asked us to do it, to make an ecosystem. And the third product development was together with Fraunhofer, EES, to make a small gateway device for developers to start with mioty. And that was the AVA, mentioned it before, which you are using. And based on this knowledge we learned with mioty, we did further developments, and I will go and show some product.
Well, I'm excited to see what you have brought with you, Wolfgang. So if you need a hand, just drop it to me. Perfect, I got the best looking one.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we have here?
So we have a gas meter and with an absolute encoder from Elster Honeywell, and we did also for Elster the complete OMS adapter, and we did a redesign and myotizing this adapter. So I think that we will offer and deliver it in September in quantities, so that you could be able to use this gas meter and take this adapter and using your myoty network.
Oh, that's very cool. So that means you can use existing ones?
In existing ones, installed gas meters using this adapter. It's an adapter, just a module you clip on.
They're just like a bridge. So that saves, of course, a lot of time installation. You keep the unit, which you already paid for, and you just make it smart, right?
Right, and you just connect it to the myoty interface. And we do it also not only for the absolute encoder, also for the pulse interface. And for example, in Germany, 20 million gas meters from Elster are installed.
Wow, then you can already get your production in alarm, because as I said, this is the future, and I'm very glad that you took on the challenge to provide a solution for it. Very cool. Alright, next one?
Okay, as we discussed before, it was the AVA 1. The AVA 1 gateway, myoty gateway, was just for development. We couldn't certify it, and just provided it for developers to start with myoty to get a sensor and gateway and to look how can myoty work. And due to the success of the first AVA, we decided to do a professional system, and that is AVA 2. So AVA 2 is not using the Raspberry Pi, it's using a Compo 4 module with a huge temperature range, and it's more an industrial design, and we can do the certification. And what we also use is this kind of casing with the cooling system, that you can use it in-house or outdoor.
It looks super rugged, and of course with the temperature range you can actually applicate this gateway. You can cover almost every application case, but still I still have to put a good word out for the AVA. Sounds like a Greek goddess, but can fight like a Greek warrior. We put this little thing in the office, in the harbor environment, and we were all buzzed how much endpoints in any corner we could have such a great reception. So I expect this one will be maybe the next step upward in the performance, and very cool. I really like it. Looks not only good, but I think it will perform like a hero as well.
And we have two antenna connectors, so we have also installed a Wi-Fi connection that you could use the Wi-Fi to reach the router.
This is very cool. This is very cool. Yeah, that gives the customer the freedom of implementing the base station and the gateway into his infrastructure. Okay, but still, I have another wonderful, good-looking device here, also with the myoty logo already on it. So tell me more about it.
Yeah, that is a cooperation with the company EasyMeter. This is a current meter from EasyMeter, and together with them we designed a myoty adapter to use this electricity meter also for the myoty network. In the myoty network, and this is one of the components you need for smart metering. You have electricity meters, you have gas meters, you have the heating meters, others water meter, and this is also something that we are working on.
Okay, very cool. So we talked about meters. We talked a little bit, or indicated that Weptech is not meter only. Weptech is industrial, whether it be outside applications, of course also even process and automation, manufacturing. So are there any markets I have forgotten? Anything you want to add?
Not yet, but what we see is that smart metering is a door opener for mioty technology, because you have a lot of meter systems integrated, installed in buildings, and due to the European regulation and the German regulation, you have to read out the meter not once per year, you have to read out once per month, and you can't do it per pedis or with a postcard. You have to read out by wireless, and that is a chance for mioty, because you have a high density of meter systems, and if you have set up the infrastructure, then you be in a smart city application, and you can add on all the other sensors, like park house sensors, like environmental sensors or whatever, and using the paid infrastructure by smart metering.
So everybody who knows the OMS, of course, knows that you're an institution, but you just confirmed Weptech is not only metering, Weptech is smart city per se, and that's the right way, I guess, really to phrase it. So where does Weptech see its role? I know that you are producing wonderful solutions, you partner up with other companies. Anything you like to add?
Yeah, we see Weptech as a technology partner for companies who want to use wireless technologies with different kind of protocols. Like we have a new radio module. It can use very small, it can use wireless MBUS, mioty, LoRaWAN, Sigfox, KNX, and we can use on top the OMS protocol. As I told before, OMS is a language for meter. That's the language for the meter side. And in the OMS group, we have also defined 3 task forces. OMS over LoRaWAN, OMS over mioty, and we have also OMS for sensors. So you, as a user on a platform, can use OMS for metering, for sensors, and for actors, and you have one language. And that will help, and we from Weptech can help now every other customer to bring his system in a serial production. We do the certification, and he's safe.
Wow. So that means you add your expertise and combine it with your device, with your radio module, which can adapt almost to any standard. That is exactly what the customers are looking for. You don't want to have a lot of sources, one stop, integrated, being connected, and off you go. Very nice. So, Wolfgang, hand to the heart. Where do you see the mioty Alliance today?
Today we have to work on the technology a little bit more. So the ecosystem is not in that version available as I would like to have it. There was also the problem with the pandemic, that we couldn't work together in a presence, just to have Webex meetings, and that was not the best start for mioty, because 2 years ago we have started here and then we were all locked down. From that point of view, the ecosystem is not at that stage I would like to have it.
Yeah, and we need it for sure, because the pandemic impact has put us a little bit, or slowed our initiatives down. You just mentioned we didn't meet in person, and it was a little bit a stretch. What I really appreciate, Wolfgang, talking to you, you always say it as it is. So for our members over here, there's room to improve, and there's room to fill also with new members. So where do you see mioty in 5 years?
I think that we will use the next 2 years to fulfill the ecosystem, we'll have not only POCs, so we will see complete installed systems. We have opportunities in the metering market from the gas meter. We have a project with more than 1K adapters, and this will happen in the next 2 years. And if you have look further, the infrastructure will be there, and then we will see also the projects.
I mean, metering 3 years ago and metering now and in the future is a totally different animal. You are ready to go for it. But coming back to the mioty Alliance, what do we miss today? I mean, besides, of course, members, experts like you, who put their wisdom, their experience into the Alliance to basically learn from it and even come up with more solutions. So what are we missing? Come on.
Yeah, we're missing more products. Yeah, the products are missing the complete range. So we have not enough sensors, we have not enough meters, not enough gateways, the ecosystem is missing, the platform is missing. That is what we have to work on.
2 words. I can assure you, Wolfgang, we will have more endpoints. I mean, Vika, I'm not only representing the mioty Alliance as the marketing committee chairman. There's also another half of my heart, which is endpoint and sensor manufacturing, for which Vika stands for. We will have several sensors actually on the launch pad, but you know yourself, if you have to put them all to the CE process, it's not a walk-by activity. You really have to work hard for it. So I can promise you there will be more to come, and also bridges where your gateways will put their arms around and we can incorporate endpoints together, and we have a common project that also shows that the members work with each other. Wolfgang, thank you so much for bringing the products, letting us look a little bit backstage of Weptech, and of course always appreciated is your straightforward statements. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Wolfgang.
Yeah, Uwe, thank you for having the chance to speak a little bit about Weptech and hoping that mioty will start up very soon.
Pleasure, and maybe the next activity what we are going to do is just simply mioty on the road, and I will come visit you guys and you can maybe show me around, we will share it with the social media and give them a little bit sneaky peek. How's that? Okay, thank you so much. Thanks, Wolfgang.